When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
Hey traders, welcome to the stream. Crazy day for at least NVIDIA that gained about $200 billion in market cap, 24-hour period. Getting closer and closer to $1 trillion, currently sitting at like what, a $938 billion. So just a sight to behold. And here it is, right? $379.80, got as high as $394.50. 1272 Vib extensions, 410. Elon Musk resistance, 420. You get it. Insanity, man. Absolute insanity. Highest volume spike NVIDIA's seen since January of 2019. And it all started with a slanted inverse head and shoulders that was a work of art. It was a textbook, and you never know how these things will play out, and sometimes they fail, right? Inverse head and shoulder ideas can just crap out, and that was it. But this time, wow. So you think one day it'll be in the top 4, and it's working on it. But that's one stock, man. One stock going up $200 billion. You know, in AMD's market cap's like less than $200 billion. And you're talking about Big Brother NVIDIA just out of thin air in like a couple hours, really, because it was up 30% after hours last night. It's unfathomable, right? Thinking about its change in market cap, increase in market cap was larger than AMD's entire market cap and countless other market cap assets. You think about the whole altcoin market, like $568 billion. And here we are, $200 billion in like an hour. It's crazy, man. And I don't know if that's indicative of a really healthy market, because there were many assets today that made multi-year lows. Talking like 10-year lows, 13-year lows. There other assets hit all-time lows, and yeah, there's a lot of weakness and it's not making headlines. Okay, so that's just NVIDIA insanity. And if you don't know, Marvell is another semiconductor company. It is up after hours today, up 17% after a nice 7.59% day. Here it is currently trading at $57.92, $57.92, and that right now is the highest price since August of last year. That'd be breaking a major inflection point. The beauty is, I mean, just like NVIDIA had some sort of technical argument for upside before it did, so did Marvell. Marvell was incredible, dude, right? Not just the double bottom. This was not just the double bottom, randomly, even just a level from a couple years ago, 3 years ago. No, dude, this was a double bottom off a peak from the year 2006. It's a trade setup. It was posted in January, bro. And after hours, just hit 2 of the targets. I know, right? And again, this is months later, but I'm just showing you what the implications can be of formal bullish backtest of ice lines that are, years ago, February 2006, there it was, defended twice. Just kidding, really. It was backtested thrice, 4 times. What do you say, 4 ice? How does it sound good, 4 ice? And it was like, here's your spring back test of spring, and then you got a double spring back test. And there, tweezer bottom reversal right here too. So amazing price action correlation to the levels, and that's the dream, man. That's what is taught here. That's what I've been learning for 13 years. That's what it's all about, man. And this one was putting on a freaking symposium. All right, so it was the dragon. Also dragon, right? Okay, so just looking at those two because they're crazy. AMD also just because it existed got the residual effect. I wouldn't even call that up 11.16%. Highest daily candle close since March 30th last year. So we're talking 52-week highs on AMD. And, there was a daily candle close above that August 4th candle close, 2021. So that's an ice line, man. So a lot of strength on some assets, man. You think, everything's good, man. What bull? This is all bull market. We're fine. QQQ, 52-week highs, highs of the year. Again, broke the wedge upward. Yeah, man. I guess we're good. I guess let's put our defenses down. Right about now, let's put our guard down and FOMO in like idiots. Right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Let's just run with it after the run. Well, I mean, again, this one had a formal bullish back test of resistance support as support in February. NVIDIA had the inverse head and shoulders. Google had the 3 rising valleys. Microsoft had an almost identical chart to this one. I mean, if you wanted to play tech, you had your chance. They were there. They were literally there months ago for the best, entries where one could strategize a nice, tight stop loss, good entry, low risk, high reward opportunity, and they're running. And like they're, you just got to wonder, when's it gonna end? I don't know. Like you don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll go to Bitcoin because everyone cares about Bitcoin. I know they actually don't. I'm learning no one gives a crap about Bitcoin anymore. It's done, dude. What, cryptocurrency? I saw Tom Crown's tweet, like cryptocurrency, like the lowest levels seen in years, like on Google search. I'll bet you money it's like Bitcoin too. So what did Bitcoin do today? Well, here's your very rare, unreliable roof pattern, Volkowski's roof pattern, that former bearish breakdown yesterday. Bearish engulfing candle confirmed, lowest daily candle close since March 16th. And then today, a little fall through initially, but then the rally has occurred in power hour for the stock market. And where is the price? Just a formal bearish back test of the support resistance. Right, the pattern has been tested. It's being tested as resistance, and you'll get that. It's a test, meaning the test could fail. If the test failed, then buyers would break above this price, this trend line, and rally. That'd be a failure of the test. If it is a successful bearish back test, then Bitcoin does not. The buyers do not close the price above 26.6. And then tomorrow we catch follow through to the downside. That would be a successful bearish back test. So you're just you broke. You're back testing. Are we gonna go tomorrow? Right, the break, the hook, the go. So it's just normal price action after a bearish breakdown of a structure. So nothing really to write home about. It's up, man. 0.77%. Rejoice, bulls. Rejoice. Remember. I hope it always goes to $1 billion, but that's screw hope. Hope doesn't do anything. Just telling you how the price is correlating to a level. All right. Ethereum up 0.62%, just all over the place, man. Good luck. Imagine trading this like for real. Well, look at the chop, man. You should get chopped up. So hasn't seen 1728.88 yet. Is still just in the uptrend. You can see conceptualized with the parallel channel tool, and in the freaking middle of that. So have fun. Who cares? It's crypto. Crypto's like the worst asset class right now. It's just, I don't care if you have Pepe coin going insane or whatever. If it did pump and dump, no one cares, dude. It's just, there's no liquidity in these markets. There's no movement. It's right, the bearish engulfing candle yesterday and the fall through today. Guess what? BNB is working on its lowest daily candle close since March 12th. That's not indicative of good. The short trade set up as close to 330 as possible, still active. And you'd think after the third failed test of the inflection zone that it would be nights out. We're gonna flush and maybe even get close to the bottom of the mega range. Mega range. But it just hasn't happened yet, again, because, I mean, this is, CZ's coin, so who knows? Tron 2, communist Chinese, who knows what kind of money's backing these up? I mean, whatever. CZ, how much money did he make, over all these years being exchanged? And now that he's been ousted from the West, right? With the UK, they're closing up shop in the UK now, like today. That's the news. And then it was Canada last week. So it'll be US in the next few weeks, probably. Not kidding. CZ, BNB will be gone from the West. Completely, maybe probably by the end of the year. At this rate. Oh, what's up, Brandon, man? How you doing, dude? AKL for life. It's good, man. The new place is amazing. It's just, it's a dream, dude. Like, I can't even believe it. It's still in the honeymoon period. Probably going to be that way for another couple of years. It's a real city. And I know you got that where you're at. you have that beautiful view too. So a lot better than BHAM. Oh God, it's like ripping a Band-Aid off. So anyway, BNB, okay, that's where you stand. It's the bearish argument is valid until somehow, some way, by the grace of God, buyers are able to breach 350, and then you're going to 430. You're going way higher, but these things haven't happened yet. I guess the optimism, if you're trying to be optimistic here, you haven't taken out the lows yet, any lows. So, all right, XRP still hanging on to that old supply line. Good luck, man. Have fun trading in these environments. Just crypto. Again, you got to be a chameleon, man. You got to be able to shift your liquidity from one market to another when it makes sense to. Okay, there's opportunity on traditional markets. Untraditional markets right now, we've already talked about this a million times. There's been a fundamental shift on ramps and off ramps for liquidity on crypto exchanges. It's really tough. So we're going to look at the same chart every day. It does about the same thing. All right, cool, great. There are your big four. I guess we could look at total if you want, because total is really everything. Total is the chart. I mean, total is the chart where, yeah, you got a rally that did nothing, right? I mean, who cares? Guess what? You got a rally May 22nd. And what'd you do? Just tested that inflection zone again as resistance 3 times. And just rolled over. He broke down and said, what? Who cares? Like, remember what Bitcoin's doing? It's back testing. Old support as resistance right now. It's flipping. As of today, we're in the midst of the test. The test can fail for sure. And we're waiting on, the close to see how that is, because Bitcoin, 38 minutes to go, is still continuously testing. Okay, still marginally more downside to at least test this demand line. That goes back to late December. I mean, it's really like the 1st of January. At that point, I'm not sure, but this is not really a good structure. I hope it underperforms and Bitcoin moons, Okay, so there's your crypto, dude. You can play the sound clip just for the sake of history and tradition.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
All right, let's gold. See what gold did. Yeah, drawing down, man. Why? Technical reasons. All right, gold. What did it do? All right, this is why, you'll never convince me that this is a strategic long, ever. I don't care. I mean, the fundamentals are there, and that would maybe be the reason why it defies the TA, but completed wave structure, completed sharp pattern, and continue to draw down lowest daily candle close on gold since March 15th. Wow, that's like Bitcoin. What Bitcoin did yesterday, March 16th. That's what BNB's working on today. So heading on down to 1928, 1930, if you look left all the way back to 2011, 2012, you can see right here, 2011, the old all-time high, still above it, but the test is coming. Like, why would that test not occur? When you broke that resistance March 17th, that was it. There was no test. Market participants need to test it. And we're going to see if it's successful in the test, if the buyers defend and this level holds. We get a rally off of that. But for now, this is just business as usual. We're catching a reaction, an 88% retrace is the most normal thing that could ever exist. Okay, gold and silver also broke support. But again, I mean, there was no action to take on these, like for a trader. Like maybe you're holding, whatever, great, hold, but there's nothing that was there. There was no divergence. It's coming off of a couple rallies here, and now it's below 2291. Could be headed to 2168 from here. Not really a big deal. It's just still no action to take. Right? It failed to break the resistance twice. Not once. Twice. The second time's the confirmation, and then you can see follow through after that. So, yeah, above $26 is the promised land. So, anything that happens, as long as silver, the buyers come in before $20, you're going to pivot, making a higher low, and that gives you an argument for accumulation, right? One low and then the higher low than the previous low. Then you give me one more. Then when you're talking about rule of three, classic accumulation structure, talking about three rising valleys stuff. Right? You just think about this here, okay? Think about on silver. All right, we got one more proportionate low that's like this. And all of a sudden it's 1, 2, 3. And then you could look at something just, I mean, the best example is Google. Remember? 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Trade setup on the third low. Classic accumulation. So I'll be waiting for that on silver. Nothing yet. Nothing to do. Just wait. Dude, look at your, I mean, God, holding silver, holding gold, it's fine. You know, diversify your overall portfolio. One could do that. Just go take it out of the safe and look at it, man. You know, the sun's going down. You know, be like Gollum, dude. Just my precious. Enjoy that you have this precious metal. Super special. Where? Yeah, money on the sidelines, but not retail money. It's just institutional stuff, man. It's just people speculating. All right, so and you just don't know how it's going to end, right? On this NVIDIA gap up. I mean, you might pull back a little bit, but dude, it is you're legit. If you're trying to short this, this is how you lose a lot of money. You try to long this is also how you lose a lot of money. It's just hands off at this point. You had your chance. You know you had your chance. There's proof of it. There's inverse head and shoulders that were identified. Ping, 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 ping back in January. That's it. You had your chance. It's over now. You're insane at this point. Doing anything. Well, the only thing one could be doing, should be doing probably, is just taking profit. I mean, the valuations are insane. I mean, 2000 levels, year 2000 levels. We're getting there. So, all right. Wanted to show you we've been talking about, let's keep going. Apple, it's not going to go down, man. They're just going to keep it propped up. Warren Buffett. Okay. I mean, just like at the tip top, still not above the 886. Hadn't even come close to rivaling it yet since it topped out on Friday. So still up at this. Look, think about, we just looked at gold, right? It's in the same situation here. In terms of like relative to its previous discernible highs to lows, 88% retraces, at peaks, overhead resistance from, like a year ago, rising wedge patterns after apexes, whipsawing through them. I mean, this is just the area where reactions occur, and because it's Apple, maybe it's never going to happen. But on any other asset that's not Apple, like gold, you see reactions. It doesn't always stop at the 886. Gold exceeded the 886, probably went to a 95% retrace, just like kind of like Apple's doing. But again, it's just like, this is the type of complacency that's going to get people hurt, man. Retail's going to be like FOMOing in. I'm hearing on the news, Apple's 5% off all-time highs, and NVIDIA's up 30% time to long. I guess everything's good now. But people are not paying attention to the other stuff that's getting decimated. You want to see a crazy chart? Let's look at the NASDAQ. Okay? Paired to the Russell 2000, the rut. Look at this. Mother of God, man. Let me show you here, all right? I tweeted about this and also pinged Patreon Citadel members. All right, so the performance of the NASDAQ to the Russell 2000, right? Technology to like a lot of blue chips and, not really blue chips. I'm thinking about the Dow Jones, the Russell 2000, small caps, right? To the mega caps, virtually what this is. And it just eclipsed the September 2020 peak, and it has hit its highest level since April 2000. All-time high is 826 here. You're at 794. So how about that, man? That's something else. Crazy. Let it be known. So let's look at these, right? Let us look at these index funds individually here, and then we'll look at some individual assets within them. I know we've kind of been doing that a little bit. I'm just going, man. I'm improvising. All right. screw the market. I mean, this, you know, whatever, all the other crap. Just care about the charts. So, have you broken anything? Nope. Have you broken resistance? Nope. Have you broken 4,200, 4,300, the big zone of inflection? No, not yet. So, have you broken the fake out zone? I call this the fake out trend line because price action correlated to this level back from 2021. Fake out multiple times. You did it again. What's up, Headcoin?
TJ Maxx. Kramer said buy at 81 a few weeks ago.
Well, I'm sure you know how that turned out. Didn't he name his dog NVDA too? So, oh my God, you know the craziest thing ever? Cathie Woods sold the bottom on NVIDIA. I think she's done that a couple of times, like twice. There before the other run, she did it, and I think she did it again. She sold low twice on NVIDIA. Some of you remember this. I think that's worse than Kramer because she's actively managing a fund, right? He's not. He's just a joke personality on, you know, CNBC. Great tweets. It's way more serious than Cathie Woods because she is like the real life market participant version of Jim Cramer. She's a collective fund. You know, the Jim Cramer should be the face of Cathie Woods' arc, right? His stupid bald head should be like right there. ARKK, Jim Cramer, right there. Little, you know, like cartoon picture of him. It should be like that. Okay, so S&P 500 just, you know, up today, 0.88%, gapped up. Thank you, NVIDIA. Single-handedly did this, AMD, you know, and just kind of filled a gap from yesterday. But again, like until you're breaking like 4,300, no breakout. And really, when you're falling below 41.77, it's really concerning because that is the level, man. Like I was talking about before FedCoin tipped, like the real level was from 2021. Everything correlated to it after that. And you can see that there were fake outs, you know, in May of last year. There's another fake out in September last year, a couple fake outs in December of last year, another fake out in March of last year, and February of last year. You see many fake outs of this level, and you're trying to tell me we might be working on another one? Please don't let it be. But again, man, just see like here's a high and here's a higher high. All right, but then here's a high, and then here's like this almost the same high, but it is slightly higher high. It's pathetic compared to these highs, right? I mean, percentage gains is what I'm talking about. The breadth, the thrust, right? You know, it was a 2.4% disparity, and then from this one it was like nothing. It was like a 0.34% disparity in price from the two highs. So it's not over yet. It could continue on, whatever. I mean, I'm sure they got a couple more assets out there that are just going to do this to the market, but you're just getting really overextended here on these mega caps. They're going up nonstop. They're attempting that rally on the weekly and monthly. Okay, so that was the S&P 500. Let's go to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Made its lowest low today since March. Lowest daily candle close since March 29th. It was worse, but still no real gap fill around 32.4. 32.4 was kind of the target anyway of that little butterfly, right? Got really close. So weakness, classic distribution. This is where the real market is, in my opinion. This is like, okay, you know, identifying what's happening on an index fund, and then you're looking at all the individual assets that comprise this Dow Jones Industrial Average, the 30 assets, the 30 stocks, okay, and like mixed bag, but most suck, most are awful, but you've got some tech in there. You got some tech in there, right, that are doing things, right, like you got Microsoft that's leading the way up almost 4% today. You know, Cisco up 1.28%. Goldman Sachs, you know, the banks kind of did okay today. IBM was all right. Apple's in there, very small weight in the Dow Jones though. So yeah, and you got CRM, some tech's in there, right? But mostly it's not. I mean, and somehow Intel is down 5.5%. Competitor to NVIDIA got wrecked. Look at this. I mean, Intel, what? Trade setup hit one of the 3 targets and then just collapsing. Lowest daily candle close on Intel since March 13th. That's not good. That's in the Dow Jones. Well, what about Verizon Wireless? Remember that? Like, oh my God, dude. Understand. Verizon Wireless today made its lowest daily candle close since 2011. Talking about like what, 12-year lows? Am I crazy? 12-year lows on Verizon, and a massive Iceland's already been broken. $37.50, $38 was everything. And that's terrible. I mean, my God, miserable. But dude, 7% dividend, so okay, they pay you to lose money. All right. Dow Jones asset, right? What about Walgreens? Walgreens, yeah, it's Walgreens, bro. Guess what they did? Lowest daily candle close in like 12 years. Or lowest daily candle close in 10 years, 11 years, excuse me, July of 2012. You took out the low from October last year. You took out, the low from November of 2020. It's on the Dow Jones. Okay. It's not good. That's not NVIDIA going up 30% after hours. That's not the S&P near its 52-week highs. What about Amgen, biotech company? Lowest daily candle close on Amgen since December 2021. What's going on?
No requests. Just sending some support. Thanks for the technical analysis, smiley face.
What's up, vacation time? Thank you, dude. 247 vacations. Living a pretty good life, man. Thanks, dude. I need to get on that. I need to get up on some vacations, too. Shoot. But Amgen, man, I thought we was going to do it, man. I thought everything was going to be good, man. That's not a good candle. Down 0.21% after hours as well. Rejecting the 200-day moving average. What the heck? Okay. Well, then you got some energy names in there, like Chevron. And we know about Chevron. It had its run. It had its fun in the sun for a long time. And then it goes and hits a massive 1.618. Confirms it. And that was the reversal there. And then a lower high. Now you're below the 200-day moving average. You've broken the rising wedge pattern. Yeah, you're holding on. Maybe it pivots here and the bull trend continues. It very well could, man. Maybe some hidden bullish divergence or something. But, you know, XLE, man, looks like it's probably topped out. Lots of distribution going on after an amazing run. I feel like this is probably the top for energy. It's been the top already. And it could definitely make sense for why the Dow Jones would continue to descend when you've got names like this that are weighted in it. But then you got what? Home Depot, terrible day today. Broke a key inflection point again. Rejected the 200-day moving average in April. Made a lower high like yesterday. And look, below it. You closed the day below the mass inflection point. Well, look at history. History tells us 263 target is next. Here's the problem, right? We was talking about like confirmations. Very bad, right? Well, here was one attempt from the buyers, right? After the massive, collapse last year, a big rally happened on everything under the sun, including crypto, and then a sell-off. And then, hey, you double bottomed in September. October was the bottom for the index funds. Awesome. But then the buyers try one more time. Shoot, man, they tried again, and they failed. And so, like, this is not just one time. This is 2 times. This is confirmation that there are far less market participants involved with Home Depot than before, than the all-time high. All right, so it might be time to find a fairer price, and I think at least 263 would be one, but this could be a continuation. This is where we could be taking out the lows from June and October of last year. And just think about an 88% retrace here, full reset from the COVID crash. So many assets.
$90. Just saying.
I'm Skinny Pete. Thank you, dude. Well, Skinny Pete, it's sad to say that Disney is on the Dow Jones Industrial. We're going to look at it. Thank you, dude. So look, I mean, an 88% retrace on Home Depot is 173. 786 is 201. And a 618 is 250, 247. That's kind of a good target right there. The peak just before the COVID crash, and then a really nice back test from March 2021. Good target there. If you don't hold that, bye-bye. Bye-bye Home Depot, bye-bye Dow Jones, right? Guess what, man? I mean, that's Home Depot. What about Johnson & Johnson? Got some bad news for you on Johnson & Johnson. Look at this price action now. I mean, they're trying, by the grace of God, to defend this level, 154. But do you see how close you are to demise? You see how close you are to time to get wrecked? Yeah, you're that close. And really, you did close the day below that support. Not by much. And so there's no fall through, you don't know yet. But can you see the highs and the lows, and the higher highs, the higher lows, the higher highs, and then the lower high, then the lower low, the previous low, then the lower high, then the lower low, then the lower. Trend reversal takes time, and it's presenting us with the variables that would say it's okay to say that. Trend reversal on J&J has been ongoing, and is once you take out 150, it's all but confirmed. I mean, you already have, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So you just put in a lower high. So the next event would be a lower low, and that could be 140. I mean, really below 148, 150. Oh my God, look out! I mean, you probably going to 125 again. But this is uncharacteristic of Johnson & Johnson, right? To be like doing this classic distribution. This again, I'm looking at all these so you can understand like how everything in the headlines is big tech pumping, going nuts. No one's looking at Johnson & Johnson for you. Home Depot, Chevron, Amgen. No one's looking at Verizon, Walgreens, Intel, because it's not sexy. Because it's all right. So again, there's like protection. Protect your capital. Do not get caught up in this emotional occurrence with big tech. They're running, man. They're running off of good entries that were at the beginning of the year. TRV, it's like a traveler's company. Insurance. Oh, wow, what a rout. What a rout going on. So weak that the buyers were unable to even go back test that March 28, 2022 peak. They failed thrice. And now you're dumping. Chris Simmons, oh my God, let's go. Please clap. Oops. Thank you, Chris.
Hey Mitch, just wanted to say thanks for all the free time and resources you put out. It's helped me tons, and I'm sure others, too.
Wow, Chris, man, I really appreciate that contribution, man. Saying a lot in these market conditions, man. Like, right? Easy in a bull market, bear market, good God. These are the most terrible market conditions to ever be a live streamer in. Don't know how other people are even doing it, really. But I just based on the change, you get really spoiled. These bull markets really spoil things. They really skew metrics of success. Like, what is it? What it's not. So it's like, oh, it all like the way this bear market's affecting my psyche. It's like I must be doing something really wrong because the metrics are bad. Everything bad. So it's like, but wait, I haven't changed anything I've done in 5.5 years. It's literally the same. So it's just everything is so affected by the markets and the sentiment and stuff. So and really like think about, look what I'm doing. I'm looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average individual assets that comprise it. That is like such boomer stuff. That's so boring. Like, who wants to hear bad stuff? People only want to talk about NVIDIA for 10 hours on stream. No. So anyway, just really ugly stuff and a big weak sign right there with the failed attempt to test that level. You attempted a rally, but failure. Not enough demand or too much supply. I think that's a subtle tell. Weakness. Anyway, so not your craziest one, your worst one, right? And there are other ones too. MRK, not really that big. It's way up there. That just means there's so much room to fall when or if it actually does flush here. It's like butterfly. Oh my God, dude. Look at the bearish divergence on this. Probably on the 3-day, it's like ungodly. Oh my God. Look at this bearish divergence of 1272 fib extensions.
Hey, I know there isn't much of a chart. Check Oak Exchange unless listed somewhere else, but what's your opinion on Hearts Chains PLS?
What's up, Bryce, dude? We'll look at it. Thank you, man, so much. Appreciate the contribution. Just go it, man. Charts keep me happy. All right, so guess what? 3-day first level of negative momentum off the bearish divergence. Oh, that would leave some fuel for the Dow Jones to get wrecked, right? If this is going to dump, it's going to help. It's going to help with all these other ones. The fuel to the fire. Buyers are effing exhausted. They're so tired after an ungodly run. Never once have market participants tested this 92, 34 level, 24 level, whatever, right there from 2000. That level's going to get retested. It will be tested. It's never been tested. It's going to be tested. Okay, so look out on MRK for downside here. All right, let's continue. What about Disney? Remember Disney? Remember Disney, like today, making its lowest daily candle close of the year 2023. Broke formal support at 90. Skinny P was talking about it. Yeah, this is danger, massive danger. I think like the next support's like $78 probably. I think that's your next target on Disney, man. But very weak, right? I mean, like, like confirming a bottom, reacting off, like this is the false bearish breakdown. The buyers, got the price back above that level. Thank God for them. The rally, and then what? A lower high than the previous high. Pretty deep, 78%. But the subtle weakness, right? 120. Very key inflection point. Undeniable. 2015, 2000, multiple times, right? In November 2018, 2020, even more recently in August of last year. The buyers they tried so hard to test that level again and were unable to because there was not enough demand and or too much supply. Subtle weakness, okay? And now rejecting, failing to stay above the 200-day moving average. Oh my God, it's awful. All right, so $78 target on Disney. Just wait for it, man. Gonna go lower. How about Walmart? But it's Walmart, dude. Walmart. Well, I mean, Walmart in this range. This could be Wyckoff distribution. This could be this massive sign of weakness here. It really could be just an unbelievable sign of weakness. And here you go, the rally. What's happened? Just market participants confirmed this old, September 2020 and November 2020 peak, this range. It is confirmed resistance again. One time, then twice, completing that W. And that's a good, the closer you are to 150, 153, the closer you are to a low risk, high reward opportunity to go short. At the same time, from this high to low, it's like a deep retrace, 786, 886 levels, right? High to low. It almost hits an 886 there. So it's almost like a bearish bat, right? With a type 2 return now. But hey, no big deal, right? It's Walmart because, they'll always go up. No big deal. Don't worry about the lower highs here. You can just pivot and go higher. Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola's always going to go higher. But something's changed, man. Something has really changed. Yeah, image shades, those are great, man. Here's the concern. Here's how you know it's over for Coke. It's done. Coke's done. This is how things reverse. This is how the index funds reversed last year. Right? Buying climax. April 2022. Attempted rally. Completed bearish Gartley. Collapsed. Massive sign of weakness. October 2022. Bottoms, rallies, and does what? What does it do? Makes about an 88% retrace. The 886 from the previous high from August to that October low. And what? Tops out and sells off. Okay, cool. Rallies. Then what? Confirms that there is now distribution. Insiders, big money, get out on these 886 retraces multiple times, right? They want to sell at the best price they can. So that's how reversals happen, okay? Just like the S&P last year. Oh my God, it was so perfect. You confirm distribution, done with everything. That's what I'd be on Coke. Right here, you're a long-term investor. On this second peak, you're done. You gotta let it run. Yeah, you gotta let this thing draw down now, okay? Confirmation of distribution, that hasn't happened. That has not happened since the bottom. COVID crash has not happened. It's now happening. Guess what? Falling below the 200-day moving average again. Yep. All right. Could be wrong. I'm just saying. That means lots of downside. I mean, look what happens when buyers are unable to defend the $60 level. You go down to $56 very fast. Then after that, you go to $50. Think about an 886 retrace on Coke, or even like a 61% retrace on Coke. It's down to $50 or lower. These things have not dumped yet. They have not flushed yet. This is what they look like before they do. Go ask the index funds last year. They were almost identical to this type of price action. I'll effing show you right now.
Everyday routine at work. Do it because you love it. All data is fake. Don't trust them. Ghost.
Thank you, Novak. Appreciate it, dude. Well, you know, yeah, I do love this stuff. It's amazing. Okay. This is Coca-Cola, right? Buying climax, massive drawdown, rally, failure, another sell-off, then a lower low locally, then the second test. This is your last chance, you effing bulls, you buyers. You must really rival and take out the previous high next, or it's over. Confirmation of distribution. And once you fell below this ice line in 2021, it's done. Liquidate. Sell it all, as the guy would say in margin call. Sell it all. That's where Coca-Cola is. So, and so what is next for Coke? If the TA is respected, the lower low. The lower low than before. Right here. You take out this low from March. All right. Nike, double topped already. Confirmed. Lowest daily candle close on Nike since December. So lowest close on Nike today of 2023. What a rally, but it was like an S coin. It legit was just like the S coin Rudy Poo show. And you're heading on down to 105. When 105 doesn't hold, you go down to $94, $89 again. Okay, that was it. UNH, the largest weighted asset on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Okay, it's holding up in there. It's okay, man. All right. Gap filled a couple days ago. But just tell me true. I mean, like, you topped out, made a lower high, now lower lows, now a lower high. You haven't made a lower low yet again. But doing that all but confirms it. And then you think about retraces here. Oh, God, man. Are you talking about, just give me a 50% retrace from the COVID crash low? Low to high? Low to high. Oh my God, you know, you're only hitting a 23% retrace here. You know the golden zone, okay? If you think about just common retraces between 329 and 415.
Just enjoying the stream. 1.0300000000 Sol.
What's up, Crypto Plumber? Thanks for the 20, dude. Much love. Oh, Solana coin. Thank you so much. I'm going to go buy a Solana cell phone with that. Appreciate it, dude. Let's go. Pump it. Much love. So you just think about some of these that have not rolled over yet, but now they're showing the signs that the top's been put in and that things are getting closer and closer to just the common everyday retraces. So let's just say UNH just went for a 38% common, everyday, pathetic peasant retrace. About 13% downside. You know where the Dow Jones is going to be a lot lower if that happens here. If it's already begun, man. Less market participants involved with the asset than before and before. That's it. Below the 200-day moving average, below the inflection point from December 2021. That's it. I mean, like, that's how someone could play this. Someone's just short on UNH until it breaks above 508, 510, and then they get stopped out because then it's probably going to 553, and this whole argument I have for lower prices, it gets invalidated. Okay, UNH, Procter & Gamble, it was okay today, you know. But, dude, I mean, completed bearish cipher, bearish divergence. And here's the problem, man. Look, Procter & Gamble today, wow. Broke support resistance from October 2020. You know, it's 146 to 147. You had today a confirmed bearish breakdown and even a back test. But of course, there's no follow through. This could rally. And if a rally did ensue, if it did occur, then you're just looking for it to make a lower high in the previous side, then But this is just like Coca-Cola, right? Or Coke, it tried and it tried again and it failed. These two highs, these three highs are all lower than the two highs before it. Way less market participants involved with this asset than before. That is not a that is a characteristic that you just do not see in real bull markets. You don't see that. But hey, man, in the end, I really pray, I hope and pray, moon soon a million times, everyone's rich because everyone was long and all that. But that right there, weakness, you don't do that. You don't do that, okay, in bull markets. This is this is just more similar to the type of behavior, the stuff you see and right before things get wrecked, man, the lower highs. Not even trying to dude, I swear, man, if these charts were all flipped over, I'd be talking different, man. I'd be like, oh, everything I said, but inverse. McDonald's, dude, even the McDonald's that doesn't really have arguments like Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, UNH, and every other one I've looked at, because this one had just made fresh all-time highs. There's really nothing technically I can say about this one being bad because there's nothing there that says that yet, right? It's actually like an awesome performer that hasn't confirmed a top, hasn't confirmed distribution, right? So you're kind of on your own with this one. No edge, really. Anything but maybe Class C, bearish divergence or something, but you're reaching. I think 270 is an easy target just because it's never been back tested as support ever. All right, that's that old all-time high from January 2022. And that and the 200-day and then the demand line, it's all down there. Back tested, that would be good. I don't know. Do I just want to go all day? I mean, look at 3M is one of the 30. Okay, one of the 30 in the Dow Jones. What's up, the mean man?
The mean tipped $25. Finally figured out how to tip without the Google shakedown.
Nice.
Can you look at BKE? Bum retailer gap down below 200 weeks trying to size up a reasonable downside target.
We'll do it, mean man. Thank you, dude. Yeah, it's wonderful when you don't super chat. Google doesn't get that 30%. So yeah, tipping through Stream Elements or OneUp Coin, which is crypto, is always the preferable way to support this channel and community.
Brother,
thank you.
Hope all is well with you. I was wondering if you could take a look at Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu coin on Dex screener. Broke out of a bullish dragon on the 4 hours. Thanks for all you do. It means more to us than you think.
Oh my God, dude. Bro, I won 100-time leverage on that this morning, man. I've already been liquidated and become a trillionaire 3 times today. That happened, right? Thank you, dude, for the Obama Inu coin. What was it? Sonic, Harry Potter, Dumbledore Calrissian coin. Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at it. I don't know, man. What's their tokenomics look like? We should go to .com and look at it, man, because it could really be it could be like a good project, man. Like, I mean, there are like channels out there that like actually do like reviews of coins, and it's like they're not some sort of joke, dude. It's like a couple guys in their basement with their shirts off made a crypto. The reason they made the crypto, it had nothing to do with changing the world. It had to do with they saw someone else scammed a bunch of people, used people as exit liquidity, and they wanted to do it themselves. That's what crypto is. Bitcoin is not crypto. It's different.
Man's appreciation tip.
What's up, Jay, man? Thanks for 3s, dude. You're rich to me. Thank you, dude. All right, anyone who tips this channel, whatever the amount, dude, that's great, dude. I'm grateful for 3s, 1,000, shoot 37K, Vet Moon Boy, shout out. It doesn't matter, man. I'm grateful. Thank you, dude. And y'all are the only reason why this keeps going. This is like crowdsourced. There's no sponsors here, right? These S coins, and that's a lot of things, right? What happens? People, they'll get pre-sales or whatever. They'll get crypto tokens to even talk about these scams. It's a joke, man. All right, crypto is for the most part a joke. At least 3M, we know they make a product. And yeah, maybe numbers suck. Maybe their numbers are not good, but they do make money. Okay, they pay a dividend, right? And they pay you to lose money, but you still think there's more downside on 3M, which is on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So Caterpillar, you know, they make caterpillars, right? No, they, you know, the construction, farm machinery, trucks, right? Below the 200-day moving average. Very weak price action here. This is not good. This is distribution going on. Look at the shooting star here. Look at this morning star. Oh my God. Almost a dark cloud cover. Just distributions going on after what? A fail. I mean, you broke to all-time highs, but clearly a failure to sustain or maintain prices above that level from 2021. That's like a confirmation high on the monthly. Just look at the monthly, man. Look at the monthly bearish divergence. First month of negative momentum you've seen since November of last year. I don't know, man. I don't know how long this will take to play out. And it may never play out because it's Caterpillar. But bro, that is severe bearish divergence, one high, then the slightly higher high, and then the failed breakout. And then the three black crows, the monthly three black crows. Catching follow through this month. Why not just revert to the mean, you know? I mean, the curve line tool we could use, it's still probably way off. But if we just think, maybe we should look at log scale real quick. How's it going to look there? Even there, right, I mean, think about that. Or even like trying to do something like this, you know, just revert to the mean is like 140. 140! In log scale. Let's go to linear scale again and see what we can do with the, you know, what's the mean there? I can get 3 touches, just 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like something like this, you know? What is dude, the downside on Caterpillar, just to go test the demand line again, you go down 42% to test that. Monthly bearish divergence, I think would be able to take it there. But buyers tried once. And now they've tried twice, and it is confirmed they have failed. It's confirmed. It's just you haven't really drawn down yet. This is on the Dow Jones, by the way. So me going through these, you tell me as a viewer, I'm looking at all these assets in the Dow Jones. Is it out of the question? Is it like crazy to think that maybe, just maybe, the Dow Jones goes down more than where it is even right now? Again, I'm not here to blow smoke or to sound doom and gloomy. If we had, I'm telling you, if all these charts were flipped, I'd be like, oh my God, it's like Google. It's all this classic accumulation, hidden bullish divergence on the third valley, and now back testing old resistance as support. Look at this spring back test, Larry. Oh my God, time to moon, right? Oh, breaking above the 200-day moving average now. We're about to go to 31,280. We're about to freaking go for an 886 from this high to low here. But unfortunately, it's really not unfortunate, because if you're allocated properly, if you care about the charts and stuff, you're paying attention, you're allocated for this. 31,280, then 29,560, whatever. Okay, so you can go to everyone else and they will scream about the bullish, fun stuff, NVDA. Okay, they'll talk about the tokens and the crypto. They'll talk about crypto. I mean, with all this going on, how can you even care about crypto right now? Crypto's not moving. The daily chart looks like the 5-minute chart now on like almost all of crypto. This is far more exciting to a true market participant that actually cares about TA and trading. So, I mean, and yeah, you have this whole variable with the debt ceiling. It's kind of a non-event, man. It's gonna, like, if they don't default, which again, there's a very low percentage chance that it would happen. And it's almost ludicrous to even say that it would happen. But remember, credit default swaps on the US debt or whatever, it's like what, all-time highs?
What up, Mitch? Thoughts
And
on
that's just
that?
people taking bets on, what was it, the tailwind, right? Like the black swan.
Doge.
What's up, Rabid? Thank you for the 15. We'll look at Matic. Thank you, dude. Oh, by the way, sorry. New day, 5 minutes ago. Look on the lates. Thanks for the Doge, dude. So, you know, like, yeah, I mean, it's the highest chance ever of it happening because of this installed government. Like, they weren't actually, they were installed. I think our government's completely compromised for, you know, foreign entities and radicals. It's not normal. So they would be one to be like, yeah, let's do it, because that's exactly what the people, I mean, you think Biden's making any decisions? The dude is senile. No, he has handlers. He has people behind the scenes, the deep state themselves. I mean, it could be in their best interest to just say, screw it. But again, it's so improbable, but it's the highest probability it's ever been. So when the debt ceiling actually passes or whatever, and this game of chicken's up, it will be a sell the news event, right? Because everyone is saying, okay, it's gonna, of course they're gonna raise it. Of course the US is not gonna default. So when it happens, that's not gonna be a good thing for the markets. It's just sell the news. Interest rates are going to go up too, and you can thank big tech stocks for ripping higher like this. That is like, okay, not enough pain. Too many people are employed right now, even though like 200,000 people since the beginning of the year have been laid off, and then 150 plus thousand last year, and the last I think quarter or half of last year it was like 100 plus thousand. So I could go Han, right? This is another one on the Dow Jones Industrial. It's like a rising wedge that broke down. It broke down yesterday. And I don't know, there hasn't really been much follow through, so it might not be what it is, but dang, man, upsloping price contraction below the 200-day moving average. And here's the thing, man, this is so real. Like, think about the local high here. Look at that. That's a local high from March. Look at this. Test. You know it's real. Look at that beautiful shooting star reversal. Wow. Green shooting star, okay. Then the sell-off, then the rally, what, a lower high than the previous high, and then a formal bearish back test of that high as resistance with what? That's virtually a dark cloud cover reversal and below the 200-day simple moving average now. All right, Momo shifted. This is all one high. This was like a first high. This is the second high, really. So, I mean, 183 target down there. We'll see. I mean, you're not in an uptrend. You're just not, right? These are all lower highs than the previous highs. Okay, what a beautiful triple top, head and shoulders, behavior up here to signal the top, and just know that performance was brilliant. I just don't think you're in any sort of bull trend right now. Anyway, so if you want to just keep going, I can. American Express, also the Dow Jones Industrial, had a decent day today. Banks were okay. There's bullish divergence here, but the performance is like miserable. Like bullish divergence, by the way. You can't even make this up. Such clear, concise bullish divergence manifesting into what? Zero bids, just about zero bids. And some like Class C hidden bearish divergence here. I mean, technically Class A, but it's so close that I would just call it Class C, right? Where you had a high here and an ungodly lower high and the same levels of positive momentum, if not slightly higher. And it's all happening below not just the 200-day moving average, but a critical ice line that you can see from 2021, multitude of times. Look how many tests, right? That's so bad. JP Morgan below its resistance too. CRM's whack, it's like a QQQ stock, a tech stock, and it's doing some pretty crazy stuff like Microsoft and others. Okay, but virtually everything is okay. I think I painted the picture today on the stream about maybe why the Dow Jones could be going lower. All right, let's just go back to Bitcoin and look at it, because it's what we do when the daily closes. We'll look at it for a second. What happened? A formal, What happened today was a formal bearish backtest. What was once support for so long has now flipped to resistance, according to the market participants. A bearish engulfing candle yesterday, a confirmed bearish breakdown with candle close. Today was the formal bearish backtest. What that represents. Now the market participants understand that it's no longer support, it is now resistance. So what would happen today? The breakdown, the confirmation of the breakdown, the go, which would be another massive red candle. Let's see if we get the break and go combination. We got the break, we got the hook, just no go yet because the new day has just begun 10 minutes ago. I hope it goes, dude, always, right? Always hoping, like, hey man, how do you feel about Bitcoin? Well, I wanted to go to $1 million every single day for every second, but that just doesn't, that's hope, that doesn't matter. I don't use hope or any of that. We're just looking at the levels and how the market participants, how their asks and their bids are correlating to levels, okay? And that was a really bad thing to happen because, you know, you'd hope, oh my God, it's rallying in power hour stock market. It tested that level and that was it. That was it. It's the roof pattern, man. Again, targets, I mean, just go one at a time, man. I mean, it's always, the target has been 25.2 minimum. 25.2, and then maybe like 23.8. It's just the demand line here, moving target. Don't know how long it'll take to get down there. Oh man, daily. Oh God, look at this. As I'm speaking to you, we're back in the bearish control zone. 39.85. That's not good. Sorry. I don't want to be the one to break the news about all this stuff. But it's awesome because, I mean, like, remember, TA respected on both sides, whether it's red candles or green candles, man. It's just way more sexy and retail's involved during the green candles, so it makes things way more hype and way more fun. And then on the downside, it's a little more gloomy and, you know, the colors are not as bright. But hey, that's okay. All right, so we had some requests here, had a couple of them. I think a pretty good stream so far, my God. What's up, Rodney? Thanks for 33... the
Rodney
corn.
Assistant tipped $33.29. Mitch, keep killing it with DA. The analysis and market updates makes my commutes more enjoyable. Till then, accumulating those beanies babies. 1 day bull market. 0.00125850 BTC.
Get those beanie babies, man. Yeah, I got the tie-dye crab today. It has the defect on the tie tag, so it's worth so much money, man. I'm gonna put it in the vault. Thank you, dude. What's your favorite Beanie Baby, chat? Does anyone have a favorite Beanie Baby? You can post the crypto ticker too, because it's the same thing. Beanie Baby, digital currency, same thing. One and the same. I'm surprised there isn't actually a Beanie Baby crypto yet. Like, where, hey man, this is like a tracker of the crypto, of the Beanie Baby market, and it's crypto or something stupid. Okay. All right. Yeah, requests here. We had a few. Let's check it out. Remember, by the way, total, that was a nothing burger close. There was no back test of any sort. You think total could go higher to test 1.09? That would be a miracle on Bitcoin. Only way it gets there. But so far, merely back testing local scrub levels from May 17th and 18th and the 22nd. Those levels that were support are now resistance for the first time. That's garbage, man. Get the heck out of here. So bad. I mean, for now, until price action comes in and changes course, that's awful.
Can you check SBLK? Looks interesting the same way Dan Mullen's coaching career looks interesting.
Can devs do something?
The University of Florida said last year.
I have overinvested by a lot. I can't take this anymore.
And he's gone. Thank you, dude. It's gobble gobble. I don't know. It started out promising, but yeah, it's just definitely not good. Let's see here. First request was for the Fed coin. He wanted to see TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx. I can't imagine that's gonna look good. Okay. Is TJ Maxx just TJX companies? TJ Maxx. Yeah, just TJX, right? Just make sure I'm right. I don't want to be doing something like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's so bad. There's so much downside potential. Oh, it's beautiful for downside, man. Wow. I can't even believe it looks like this. Yeah, this is retail. This is it, man. Okay, what's happened? You have put in a lower high. Finally. And the weakness is coming in. And you can see this. There's a high from 2021 and a high from 2022. You broke that today. Not yesterday. Today. Support's broken with a candle close down 1.15%. Oh, somehow miserable. Look at the bearish divergence from April to now. Right? This is confirmation that there are far less market participants involved with this asset class than before. So look at this wick here, liquidity grabs just before the flush. And yeah, couldn't you imagine where this is going to probably go eventually? Good God, man. Let's see what makes the most sense. Ooh, I like that. Right there, you got like a wick high, candle close, wick, another candle close. Look at this resistance here. That's a nice target. 63.25 target there. Imagine saying anything about that. I mean, it's been doing so well, but think about it. It's just another, right? One high no one knows. The second high everyone knows, and it's a higher high, so the downside it would be way more severe. Like Volkowski talks about double tops, like the higher high double tops. If they're like actually. If it's perceived by market participants that was the confirmation high and it was a higher high, it performed incredibly well at the downside, just like the double bottoms. Like when you make a lower low on the second low and it is perceived by the market to actually be a confirmation low, then the performance, the upside, it can be like violent. So you tell me, chat, what do you think? TJ Maxx looks like the reckoning's coming. IMO stuff, the downside is crazy. Let's see, you got like maybe about 16% downside. I mean, that's like a short opportunity. I mean, stop loss maybe somewhere around $79, $80 if one wanted to, and let it ride and see what happens. Actually, great chart, dude. Very, very nice request because of technical reasons. Not just, oh, I'm looking at some random S coin that has no reason to look at it. There's reasons to look at this, and it's great. They make money, but barely. Okay. Have your alerts set up. You start hearing $75 alerts go. You know what's happening. This is a technical bearish breakdown on the chart today. Until that happens, someone requests it. That's like Jesus levels. Let's go, dude. Okay. Let's move on. It was where Bryce wanted to see OKX exchange unless listed somewhere else, but it's independent Hearts chains. Wait, Bryce, could you say something in chat? Because I don't really know if you said what you wanted. Could you do that real quick for me? If you're watching, Bryce, if you're out there, say something, dude. I guess he's not there. Anyway, do you want me to look at OKX exchange? PLS is at Pulse Chain. He says opinion on Hart's chains. PLS was at Pulse. Richard Hart or okay. Very confusing contribution, Bryce. I know you've contributed before, but it's never been this confusing. Don't really know what to look at. And real quick, just want to give a big shout out to multiple members who have renewed their, premium Discord membership. I really appreciate that. Keeping the lights on here. Thank you so much, G-Dog, for the 5 months. Sager Chris, thank you so much for the 2 months. Bubba Dub, what is it? Boo Boo Doo Doo. Oh my God, dude, it's literally Boo Boo Doo Doo. Thank you so much for joining for the first month ever, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, man, that's all world. Thank y'all. Let's see here. All right, I'm just gonna keep going until Bryce says something. Let's go to BKE for the meme. Buckle. Oh my God. Oh God. Lowest daily candle close since August of last year. Just getting destroyed. I thought Buckle was like going under. Or is that Belk? Sorry, Belk, Buckle. Aren't they like apparel footwear? Oh God, man. You see what happened to Foot Locker. You got an easy target here at least. You know 2880 is the target. And it'll be like a little zone here. You've got inflection all over the place, right? Candle closes there. This is your zone. Okay, below that zone is death. But that's where there's going to be liquidity. There's going to be, bids there. And then when you fall below that level, you got a lot of downside. Talking like, right, you get below $27, you go to $16 really fast based on history. So there it is, right? A lower high in the previous high, below 200, and just drawing down, dumping. I think if the Dow Jones goes down, this goes down with it. It's not part of the Dow Jones, but still. So what does that mean? Until you see the next real support, you've got about 8 to 13.5% downside. You have a decent amount of downside here on Buckle from where it is right now. Okay, so and just think how bad this is, man. Like look left and see this high for 2013 and 15. Look at that one time. The buyers attempted and they failed. They could not get even close to rivaling that level again before rolling over, and that's quite possibly the confirmation. All right. Okay, so that's BKE. Not looking great. Next one was Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10, Inu coin on the DEX screener. Yeah, dude, great tokenomics, wonderful project. Their team have the best hearts I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's saying a lot, okay? I mean, I'm saying they might have better hearts than Neo, the Chinese S coin in 2017 when it was hitting $185. Some girl in the Discord was saying there would never be a team with better hearts at that price, and I think maybe we might have found them. Again, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu coin. That's the one, dude. The generational coin of our times. I'm not even kidding. That's actually a real thing. He's not kidding. All right. And on one of this, what exchange did he want it on? Dex Screener. Well, there's Uniswap. I can't look it on Dex Screener. I'll look it on Uniswap though. It must be new. It must be new. Oh my God. Come on. There's gotta be more data than this somewhere. Here it is. Here it is. Oh yeah, completed shark pattern, dude. This thing's bottomed out, man. Bottomed out, about to moon. It actually might. Look, dude, you make the full-on reset, right? You reset. You're confirming accumulation from the low, right? One time, no, second time. Now we know that there's accumulation on Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu coin, and a break back above this other low from May. It's now being regarded as support. And that's just reality. That's just what's happening, and there's nothing you can do about it. So targets for upside, well, you go the candle closes probably. If this does hold, if buyers continue to defend this, whatever, 10,059, then you got a target of 34,117. So there you go. Funny enough, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic 10 Inu coin might do it. Might change the world. Might take over. Best tarts in the business. All right. You heard it here. I'm just using like price action and deep retraces and all the things. And it's doing all of them. Like if you want me to get real cute with this, I can. I can do it, man. I can make the whole friggin' chart. Let's say a shark pattern. Probably make it a bat pattern too. There it is. Oh my God, dude. It's like the dream world. I feel like it's Cake back in 2020, early 2021. Cake and Bake, remember? Did the same. It's like, what? There's no way this would ever play out, ever in a million years. But here it is. Here it exists, right? It's here. And you can't stop the existence of the variables that make it a potential opportunity. It's hilarious. It's sad, but it's hilarious. All right. Upside potential from where you are right now, if it actually runs, 186% upside. And that's just being conservative with a candle high close back from May 12th. So clip this for when it goes up 186%. Okay. Hey, man, if we do that, then we can get on TikTok and we can get all the degens to join us. Capo. All right, there it was, man. Anon, hopefully you enjoyed the analysis there. Let's go to Matic, the next request for Rabid Wino. Matic, perhaps you've heard of it. Oh, nice, nice accumulation, but it's kind of scary here. You wonder, is this accumulation or is this just a bear flag? Oh God, man. Based on the way it's been going lately, not really good. Like, look, man, here's Matic. This isn't like, even if you are identified as a bear flag, bearish consolidation, it's tough, dude, because, yeah, I get it. From the previous low to high, it's an 886. Yeah, you eyeball that. No, there it is. You're reacting at 886. There was some bullish divergence there, and it's holding. So a more profound reaction could come where you see a back test of 95 to 98 cents, because once that was breached earlier this month, there was no formal back test of it as resistance. That's where you could be headed to go test this level that has been a very key inflection point since July last year. It could become that resistance again. So, it's hard to be like, if it is bearishly consolidating and is in the middle of just a zone here, I think there's no action to take on this. I think I think you have like a 50% chance, right, of either way. Right? Shorting bear flags at 886s, that's not smart. There's no value there. You missed an entire drawdown. Right? But also going long, I mean, what if it's just going to go to the bottom of the range again? You're not in a really good spot on this one. So I would think that it would not be weird at all to see 95, 98 cents from here. Okay, it's a shark. It's like a completed shark pattern that hasn't really reacted.
Gentlemen.
But remember, it's been uptrending, and so far it has not made a lower low than the previous low. No, I mean, just made another M shape. So there could be a little more upside on this. It just all depends on total and Bitcoin and stuff. It's just going to follow Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's still not relented yet. Again, like, you got a confirmed back test today on the daily, but again, you got to get follow through to the downside. That hasn't happened yet. So fake outs happen, man. There could be another test today of that level. Okay, Rodney wanted, he just wanted a Beanie Baby. Okay, let's see SBLK for Scabble Gabble. Star Bulk Carriers Corporation. Yikes. Big yikes here. Oh my God, really bad, man. Oh my God. I have data on this. I just haven't looked at it in a long time. Look at this thing. It's like this gorgeous head and shoulders pattern, but it's the size of a freaking planet. Oh my God, the development of this for so long. There's no support until 1339 here. Yeah, and there have been a couple fake outs. $17, one time in 2021, another last year. But the context is this bear market rally that concluded with another subtle tell of weakness. It's so insignificant, you just ignore it. But don't. Look, did it test that level? Nope. The buyers were unable to push the price to actually formally test it, even though it was so close. But it being that close and failing tells you the weakness. So ever since then, drawing down, and now you're back at this level. So it's another lower high. I think this time is when it would completely flush the target from here. And again, you're going to chop around probably, and it's not going to just happen. But you got about 24% downside from here for the next major supports, resistance levels. I mean, there's just, yeah. That's a beautiful pattern, though. You look at the weekly, it's probably just unreal, Weekly here. Yeah, that is something else, dude. Beautiful. 200-week moving average are still there. But look at this, it's on the weekly. Yeah, working on your lowest weekly candle close since September. That's beautiful structure, though. Wow. See what happens. All right. So, man, I've just kind of been going 1.5 hours now live. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bullet sub. Thanks for being here in this bear market. Here's Bitcoin on the weekly. I hadn't looked at it in a minute. Still trying so hard, buyers are, to defend the 200-week simple moving average. Once again, trying. This is how close you are to a mega level. And here's the thing about it. Bitcoin on the weekly has not seen negative momentum since August 1st of last year. You think that's going to change, right, at some point? I mean, at any time, it could go negative on any price action that's like neutral or down. You would just go to negative next or soon. So I hope not. I hope it's reset and you just pivot and you start going positive again, massive market. But again, dude, you just got to look at total and understand. These things are never 100%. They're not even 80%, but there are things that need to be done, right? There are things that the buyers need to do to change what's happening, because you're just making lower highs, lower lows. You're back testing resistance as resistance. You're bearish patterns, bearish structures, failing to break resistance. You're below 200 on the 4-hour. There are just things that need to be done. Start taking out previous highs. Start making higher lows. Start back testing this level as support now, soon. And then start catching bids and good price action off that level. It becomes support and rallies, right? And then you start rivaling these levels again. You're like, wait a second, it's not over yet. It could be a top. But when you start breaking these levels, man, that's when we could start getting optimistic again. But until those things happen, you just have to go with the data that exists currently, and you're staring at it, and it's just not good. I mean, like literally yesterday, total market cap got as low as it's been since March 16th. So we're talking over 2-month lows. So that's not going to ever make someone become more bullish. You can't. So let's start taking out these levels. It's a process and it takes time. Things got to occur. So first thing that needs to happen, you got to break $1.1 trillion and then stay above it. My God. Obama's on it. Let's go, dude. The real new Bitcoin. All right, so that's a wrap, man. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I really do appreciate you coming out. Very grateful for that, because you could be watching anyone or doing anything. Try to cover the markets as they are, all right? So I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the T. A.